Hi, everybody, and welcome to our very last math lesson of the entire school year. This is your last lesson of all of third grade. Let's make it a good one. Let's make sure we finish strong. Make sure you watch this entire video. That way you can guess the secret or the secret word. Make sure you do your best on your exit ticket because we want to finish strong. This is our very last one of the whole year. It's crazy. This has been a very interesting year that I don't think any of us will forget. And so let's make it a good one. Finish strong. Okay, so rounding is the topic that we're going to be covering today. So I can use place value understanding to round whole numbers to the nearest 10 or 100. And remember, we're focusing on those power standards that you guys are going to be using for fourth grade. So rounding is something that a lot of kids are weaker in. It's just something that, it's just kind of hard. And unless you get a lot of practice in, you're not going to get any better at it. So we're going to practice and hopefully you guys will do really well when it comes to rounding in fourth grade. Okay, so first we're going to review place value.
Awesome, slam dunk. What's the score? No, maybe the game is not tied. They scored 6 points, which is the same as 6 ones. We scored 16 points, which is the same as 1 10 and 6 ones. What is place value? Numbers can be made up of just one digit. But numbers can have more than one digit, too. The number 6 has only one digit. The number 16 has 2 digits, 1 and 6. Each digit in a number stands for a group. The value, or how much each digit stands for, depends on its place in a number. This is called place value. What are ones? Let's see. How many cubes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 cubes. When you count things one by one, you count up by ones. When we write the number 9, it's in the ones place. Some numbers have more than one digit, like the number on my shirt. What are tens? When you combine 10 ones, you get a group of 10. On a 100 chart, each row has 10 ones. You can combine tens and ones to make a 2-digit number. Let's see. We've got one group of 10. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So we have 15 cubes. The digit farthest to the right shows how many ones we have. 5 ones. The digit next to it shows how many groups of tens we have. One group of 10. Right. You can show the number on a 100 chart too. That box has 64 crayons. That means there are 6 groups of 10 and 4 ones. So that's 64. You can show this number on a 100 chart.
Okay, so that was just a quick review of place value. You need to understand place value before you can understand rounding. So here's another thing that we're going to kind of play with for a minute or two. So this is a place value chart. And basically what you do is you can pick any number that you want, and then it'll place it in the place value chart for you. So I want to do the number 841. So, oops, 800, because 8 is in the hundreds place, 40. So now we have 841. So I made the number 841 with 8 in the hundreds place, 4 in the tens place, and 1 in the ones place. And it makes 841, or 800 plus 40 plus 1. This is written in what we call expanded form, where we have the addition symbols in between each number, 800 plus 40 plus 1, and then here it is in word form, 841. So now we can reset it. Let's see, let's just pick a different number. So we'll do 390. Okay, so then we have our 3 in the hundreds place, our 9 in the tens place, our 0 in the ones place, and we have 390. So a 3 that's in the hundreds place is valued at 300. A 9 that's in the tens place is valued at 90. And then a 0 that's in the ones place is valued at 0. So there's a place, like where it belongs, hundreds, tens, ones, and then there's also a value. We'll do one more. Let's do 1,000. 2,473. Okay, so the 2 is in the thousands place, but its value is 2,000. The 4 is in the hundreds place, and its value is 400. The 7 is in the tens place, and its value is 70. And the 3 is in the ones place, and its value is just 3. All right? Okay, so again, that's just a review of place value. Okay, so rounding. Remember, we had this anchor chart up in our classroom, so mark your place, look next door, 5 or greater, add 1 more. Numbers in the front stay the same. Numbers behind, 0 is their name. So when we're rounding numbers to the hundreds place, or to the nearest 100, we're going to underline the digit in the hundreds place, and we're going to look right next door. You guys, we got to really pay attention to what it's asking us to round to. Is it asking us to round to the hundreds place, or is it asking us to round to the tens place? Because that's where it can kind of get tricky. So when we're rounding numbers to the nearest 100, underline the digit in the hundreds place and look right next door. When we're rounding numbers to the nearest 10, underline the digit in the tens place and right next door. That's supposed to say look. All right. So we're going to practice, and I'm actually going to edit this slide as we go. So, oops. Oh my goodness. If it'll let me. All right, so let's practice rounding to the nearest 10. Let's do this one first. Let's practice rounding to the nearest 100. All right, 137. So I've already underlined 100, or the digit in the hundreds place. Excuse me, I've already underlined the digit that's in the hundreds place, which is 1. I looked right next door. Now, is the 3 going to make the 1 go up or stay the same? The 3 is going to make the 1 stay the same. So the 1 stays the same, and then the other numbers turn to zeros. So 137, rounded to the nearest 100, is 100. All right, let's do the next one. 365. So I've underlined, we're rounding to the nearest 100. I've underlined the digit in the hundreds place, which is 3, and then I look right next door. Is the 6 going to make the 3 round up or stay the same? The 6 is going to make the 3 round up, so it's going to round to a 4, and the other digits turn to zeros. The other digits turn to zeros to make 400. All right, 988. So I underlined the digit in the hundreds place because we're rounding to the nearest 100. So I underlined the 9. I look right next door at the 8. Is the 8 going to make the 9 round up or stay the same? It's going to make the number round up. So what's 1 more than 9? 10. Now I need to add 2 zeros for these 2 places. So 988 rounds to 1,000. All right, 753, we're rounding to the nearest hundred, so I underline the digit in the hundreds place, which is 7. Then I look right next door to the 5. Is the 5 going to make my 7 round up or stay the same? 5 or more, it's going to round up. 5 or more is going to round up. So it's going to round to an 8, and my other digits turn to zeros. All right, now let's go ahead and do rounding to the nearest tens. So again, I've already underlined them. So 77, I've underlined the digit in the tens place, which is this first 7 right here. Look right next door. Is the 7 going to make the other 7 round up or stay the same? Round up to an 8, and then my other digit turns to 0. So 77 rounds to 80. All right, so 25, I've already underlined the digit in the tens place, which is a 2, and then I'm looking right next door. Is the 5 going to make the 2 round up or stay the same? It's going to make it round up. Remember, 5 or more, it rounds up. So it's going to round up to a 3. And then my other digit turns to a 0. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys our secret word right now, even though we're not done with the end of the lesson. We only have a couple more, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because this is our last math lesson of the school year. Not our last live lesson. We're going to do something fun on Friday, but our last math lesson of the school year. Our secret word is going to be last. L-A-S-T. Got to make sure you spell it right. Last. All right, so we're going to keep going. So remember, 5 or more, it rounds up. So the 5 is going to make the 2 round up to a 3, and then it turns to a 0. All right, so now 18. So I've already underlined the digit in the tens place, which is 1, looking right next door to the 8. Is the 8 going to make the 1 round up or stay the same? The 8 is going to make the 1 round up. What's 1 more than 1? 2. So the 1 rounds to a 2 or goes up to a 2, and then my other digit turns to a 0. And then last one, 43. So I underlined the digit in the tens place, which is 4. Now I look next door to the 3. Is the 3 going to make the 4 round up or stay the same? Remember, it never goes down. So your options would never be, would it go up to a 5 or would it go down to a 3? No, it's never going to go down. It's either going to go up or just stay the same. So the 3 is going to make the 4 stay the same. So it's going to stay a 4. And then we turn the 3 into a 0. Okay, so now you guys are going to go ahead and complete your exit ticket. And remember, it's your last exit ticket for math for the whole 3rd grade. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys have crushed it this year. I'm so proud. I wish that we could be celebrating in person right now, but we're going to have to do it over the computer. Please make sure you guys are continuing to log on because we have some fun stuff that we're going to finish out the week with. So you're not going to want to miss it, okay? All right, proud of you guys. Go ahead and work on your